And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Lambeau. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Looking to throw on second down. Saunders. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Throwing on first down. Saunders. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Operating from the gun, Saunders. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goedert. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Looking to throw. Saunders firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Saunders. He's got it. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on third down, in particular not letting third and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Amari Rodgers complete. And he's following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays. 3 first downs?
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Rodgers now on first down. He'll complete this one to Watson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Room here to run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner. And he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Saunders. And this is caught by Watkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Saunders. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. An inside give to Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, Dick 26. Hey, Dick 26.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On 2nd and inches, Rodgers. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Go to 50, and you walk over here.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This is caught. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the 2nd half and get us going?
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Rodgers now to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before. When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Johnson's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Back to throw. Saunders. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Saunders. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 3rd down, Saunders, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that football. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Up the middle, Jones. 58 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Rodgers to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! Josiah DeGuara from 10 yards out. And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it,
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Watson. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, Saunders. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd down, Saunders. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
It's caught, Smith. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw, Rodgers. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And here's Taylor on the return. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now Rodgers. Watson making the catch. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle. Receivers are coached so well, they have to break at least one tackle after the catch. He did that on that play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. This game rests on the right leg of Brian Johnson. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1 and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a